the really quite inspiring journey of Ahtisa Manalo. She's the new Miss Universe Philippines 2025.
Yeah, and we're using the Rappler.com article, Who is Ahtisa Manalo, Miss Universe Philippines 2025, as our main source here.
Exactly. So our mission really is to understand what it took for her to get this win. We want to explore that perseverance, the dedication involved, and the whole pageant world. It's incredibly competitive.
It really is. What's the story behind the crown?
Firstly,
That's what we're digging into.
Okay, so let's start with the victory itself. Ahtisa, she's 27, from Quezon. She won the title on Friday, May 2nd, beat out 65 other candidates.
65. Wow. That's a lot of competition.
It is. And now she gets to represent the Philippines at Miss Universe 2025. That's happening in Thailand on November 21st.
And the key thing here, like the article points out, this wasn't her first time trying for this specific title.
No, it was her third attempt. Third time's the charm, I guess. But seriously, that shows incredible commitment.
It absolutely does. And, even on the final night, it wasn't all smooth sailing. There was that moment.
Oh, yeah, the stumble. During the evening gang portion, I saw that mentioned.
Right. But what was remarkable was how she handled it. Just boom, recovered, big smile, didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, you almost forget it happened, but then it comes back later.
Exactly. It ties directly into her winning answer in the Q&A. She actually brought it up herself.
That was powerful. She said, let me get this right. I fell a while ago on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing with me is whenever I fall in life, I always make sure I come back stronger.
Such a direct connection.
Yeah. And she went on, last year, I was here on this stage. And for the second time this year, I'm here putting everything on this stage to be Miss Universe Philippines.
You can really hear the determination there.
Definitely. And then the personal touch.
Yeah.
Because this is mine and my grandmother's shared dream. And she passed away early this year. And this is my ode to her.
Wow. That adds such a layer of emotion and, well, motivation to it all. Just incredible resilience.
It really is. And her win has this other layer of significance, too, historically speaking, within Philippine pageantry.
You mean the fact that she's the first Binibining Pilipinas alumna to win Miss Universe Philippines since the franchise changed hands?
Exactly. So before 2020, Binibining Pilipinas Charities, BPCI, they handled the Miss Universe franchise for the Philippines.
Right, and then a separate Miss Universe Philippines organization took over.
So Ahtisa winning now, having come from the Binibining Pilipinas system originally, kind of bridges that gap. It's a big deal in that context.
It is. The article calls her journey grueling and inspiring, and you can see why. It really hammers home that perseverance theme, multiple attempts, organizational changes. She just kept going.
Absolutely. So let's rewind a bit. Tell us more about her background. Where did this journey start?
Well, she was born May 25th, 1997 in Candelaria, Quezon, and she has quite a diverse heritage: Filipino, Finnish, Spanish, and Swedish roots.
Interesting mix. And the article mentions her grandmother played a big role.
A huge role. She was raised by her grandmother. And get this, she started doing local pageants when she was just 10 years old.
10. Wow.
Yeah, apparently as a way to help support her education. So that determination, that work ethic, it started really early.
That's incredible. And she didn't just focus on pageants, right? She pursued academics, too.
That's right. She got an accountancy degree from Manuel S. Enverga University Foundation. So very grounded.
Balancing dreams with, practical education.
Right.
And she had some national pageant experience before the big leagues, too.
Mm-hmm. In 2017, she competed in Reina ng Aliwan, representing Quezon's Neo-Jugan Festival. She placed second runner-up there, so already making waves.
Okay, building experience.
Yeah.
And then came Binibining Pilipinas.
Yes, in 2018, she won Binibining Pilipinas International, and she was only 20 at the time, the youngest winner that year.
20. And then she went on to compete internationally for that title.
She did. Represented the Philippines at Miss International 2018 in Tokyo, and she did incredibly well, finished first runner-up.
First runner-up, that's huge. So close to the crown.
So close. And you have to think, that experience, both the success and maybe the slight disappointment of not getting the top spot, probably taught her a lot.
Yeah, I bet. That international stage exposure, the pressure, it must have shaped her approach going forward, especially towards Miss Universe Philippines.
Absolutely. But like we said, the path to that specific crown wasn't direct. She first aimed for Miss Universe Philippines back in 2020.
Right, but she withdrew.
Yeah, she withdrew. Cited health reasons, needed to focus on self-care, which, is also a sign of strength, knowing when to pause.
True. So she takes a break, focuses on herself, then she comes back for the 2024 pageant.
And she came back strong. She was a massive fan favorite, won something like 8 special awards during the pre-pageant activities.
8 awards. So expectations must have been sky high.
they were. But ultimately, she finished as second runner-up in 2024. Chelsea Manalo took the crown that year.
Oof. Second runner-up after all that buzz. Must have been tough. Another moment where maybe you'd think about stopping.
You might think so. But then came another twist. She was appointed Miss Cosmo Philippines 2024.
Okay, so another title, another opportunity.
Exactly, and she ran with it. Went to Vietnam for the first ever Miss Cosmo pageant, made the top 10, won the People's Choice Award, and the Miss Cosmo Tourism Ambassador title.
So she kept competing, kept winning things, kept connecting with the audience. It feels like every step was building her profile and her resilience.
It really seems that way, just constantly active, constantly striving. And her life isn't just pageants either. The article highlights her business side too.
Oh, right. The cafes in Australia, Cafe Noun and Call Me Harris.
Yep, she's a toe owner. Plus, she's involved in expanding food brands here in the Philippines and oversees Kumi, oh my Greek, Zig Foods.
So she's an entrepreneur too. Quite multifaceted.
Very much so. And beyond business, she's also got her advocacies.
What areas does she focus on?
According to a GMA News interview mentioned in the Rappler piece, she champions youth development, LGBTQ plus rights, and gender equality.
Important causes.
Yeah, and she puts action behind it too. Works with nonprofits like Elan Academy, which teaches social skills and entrepreneurial stuff.
That's great. Using her platform for positive impact. So looking ahead now, with the Miss Universe Philippines crown secured, what's the big goal?
The ultimate goal. Bringing home the 5th Miss Universe crown for the Philippines.
Ah, yes, joining that legendary group.
Exactly. The article reminds us Gloria Diaz in 69, Margie Moran in 73, Pia Wurtzbach in 2015, and Katrina Gray in 2018. Big shoes to fill.
Definitely a prestigious lineage she's hoping to join. So, wrapping up our deep dive based on this Rappler article.
Yeah, I think the main takeaway is just this incredible story of resilience. Ahtisa Manalo's journey wasn't easy. Setbacks, multiple tries.
That stumbles even on the final night.
Right. But she just kept pushing, kept learning, kept dedicating herself to this dream she shared with her grandmother. It's about perseverance, plain and simple.
It really is. Her path shows that sometimes success isn't a straight line. You know, it's about getting back up.
Absolutely. She embodies that never give up spirit we hear about.
It kind of makes you reflect on your own aspirations, doesn't it? What level of perseverance do your goals require? And maybe, what can you learn from someone like Ahtisa, who just kept her eyes on the prize through it all?
That's a great thought to leave our listeners with. Her journey definitely offers some inspiration there.
Well, thanks for digging into this story with us today.